Now in the grand finale, India winning the toss, choosing to bat first and getting to 176 despite a slump in the first 6 overs. 176. Let's find out if that's good enough by the amount the smile spreads on Vijay sir's face. Okay, 176 is good enough on the surface. Happy?
Forget about the surface. Batting first, big game, final, 30 odd for 3, and from there, 176 is looking good because it's runs on the board. And this is what Indian side has done throughout this tournament, putting runs on the board and then challenging the opposition. I think they'll be pretty happy. It's been an up and down sort of a inning.
Okay.
A brilliant first over.
Yeah.
Then losing 2 wickets in the second over, and then another one going down within the first 6 overs, and big players first. Rohit, although Pant had apart from first couple of games, his bat has been very quiet, batting at number 3, and then the main player in Surya Kumar Yadav, who's somebody who's a big match player, losing him early, but after that putting 160, 167, 176 on the board. I think the Indian camp will be pretty happy.
Virat playing his part today. Started off slowly, but believed that he can cover up and provided a crescendo finish towards the end.
I think started off really well as far as the first over is concerned. But then that's where the experience come into the picture. You losing wickets on the from the other end on regular intervals, and you wanted to change the course of the game. Take your time. If you believe in yourself, have the ability. I rate this inning a little higher because what he's done in this tournament so far. Sometimes what happens is when you don't have runs in your name, and you're getting that sort of a start, and then changing the game style within that innings, which is a very important inning for yourself as well. In the end, he needed a 1 release over, got that Rabada's over, where he got a couple of runs for himself, and then changed a bit of a momentum as well. But all in all, if you look at the board, I think he's was holding on to one end, and a very crucial knock.
If I had to put you in Markram's shoes, would you be saying 177, it's game on, boys, or on a track of this kind, we can go and get it as well?
I think he won't be even talking about the track, to be very honest.
Okay.
He's saying 176, let's go out there and get it.
All right.
How? You plan yourself. You go out there, you're playing at the highest level, you know what to do and what not to do. Even after not having a very good start, losing 3 wickets for 30 odd, they're still able to make 176. Exactly. If you can have a good sort of a start, they're also looking for a good start. They have not had a good start. Their opening pair is struggling, not from one end on the other. Reza Hendricks has not been having a good form, but he doesn't have to go too far to pick up example, because Virat was in the same boat before this game. He was not getting runs. So Reza will be thinking, all right, maybe it's my day as well. They need a good start.
Usually the keepers affect the run out of the strikers, and not today. Quinton de Kock, throw them on strikers.
Smart cricketer. The awareness, that makes you different than the other. The great fielder, John T. Rhodes, says that, the only difference between an average fielder and a brilliant fielder is that you're expecting everything is coming to me. That's the awareness. That gives you a fraction of a second more time than anyone else. Here, if you look, Quinton de Kock keeping an eye, knowing that Aksar need to turn. He was waiting for that, because when you turn, you take a bit of a time. And he was smart enough, keeping ball very close to his chest so he can take the glove off. He took the glove off and he threw without the glove. The power that you got behind that throw. Very smart, awareness, and bullseye, hitting the stumps as well. And a very crucial run out at that time, because Aksar was all set to cut loose. I think his inning was very, very crucial. I know we're talking about what Virat has done, because if you look at the scoreboard, that's the highest number. That's a bigger number.
True.
But as far as the impact is concerned, I feel Aksar played a very, very handy knock. He's been promoted up on the order. It's not for the first time. It happened earlier as well when Indian team was struggling. And, he's proving one more time that how valuable he is as far as this side is concerned, and making it count and taking advantage of any opportunity has been given to him in this tournament and making it count.
Excellent indeed. What on Andrik Nokia? 4 overs, 26, 2 wickets in a final. You take it.
No, 100% you'll take it. And it's a contrasting sort of a thing. The player who was absolutely top notch in the semi-final is wicketless.
Can Indian bowlers take cues from the lengths that he was bowling, or they will have their own plans?
They'll have their own plans, to be very honest. They can pick up a clue by saying this, what is going to work on this surface, rather than saying what didn't work for a certain bowler, they won't be looking at that. They'll be saying इस विकेट पे क्या काम कर सकता है और क्या नहीं काम कर सकता, वो आपके साथ पास एडवांटेज है। तो और एक और चीज़ है ना, आप एक अच्छा ओवर डालेंगे, रिक्वायर्ड रन रेट 9 से ऊपर चलती चली जाएगी।
जी हाँ,
ये फायदा होता है when you put runs on the board. That's the advantage that you have. If you don't have a good 6 overs, you'll be chasing almost 10 runs and over.
Was it also a little tactical from Rohit Sharma to choose to bat because South Africa have never been in this position before in a big finale? और उसमें उनको चेस करवाना शायद और थोड़ा सा दबाव डालता है।
आई थिंक ये नहीं सोचा होगा कि उनके ऊपर दबाव डालेंगे, ये सोचा होगा कि हमने अब तक क्या अच्छा किया है इस पूरे टूर्नामेंट में और हम कहाँ पर बड़े मैच, जब बड़े मैच कह रहा हूँ तो मैं ऑस्ट्रेलिया कह रहा हूँ, मैं इंग्लैंड कह रहा हूँ, वो आप किस तरीके से जीते हैं, वो आप पहले बैटिंग करके जीते हैं, पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ भी पहले बैटिंग करके जीते हैं, तो शायद आपका अपना प्लान ज़्यादा महत्वपूर्ण रहता है rather than, you know, there's a saying that you play on your strength most of the time rather than the weakness of the opposition when the game starts. After that you cash on a lot of things, but the before game starts you play on your strength, and I think Indian team management feel big time that putting runs on the board has been strength as far as this Indian team is concerned in this particular tournament.
More than a hint of turn, extra bit of bounce, Kuldeep licking his lips.
Must be. Okay. And all you need is one ball to put a doubt in the mind of the opposition that this is what is happening. And as far as Indian side is concerned, you got 3 spinners, all 3 different sort of spinners.
Right.
And I think you can attack through all those 3 spinners as well. And let's not forget about, you got a certain gentleman called Jasprit Bumrah as well in your side. Arshdeep, who's been among the wickets. So it's gonna be a hell of a chase as far as South Africa is concerned, but you need to do it if you want to win a World Cup.
Absolutely. Where do you see South Africa at the end of, say, 10 overs? Because I think then in their mind they'll be dividing this target into smaller targets. Do you believe so as well on a track of this kind? Or they would say, let's back our strengths, middle order might not be performing, Quinny, it's time for you to step up again?
Anyways, it's time for Quinny to stand up again because they need that kind of explosive start. You do break it down, but you don't on a wicket. And you know, normally, Suhas, when you talk about the wicket, you have to wait and see both the team play on the same surface. You cannot decide only by one team how they have played, because you know, an inning of Rohit in a couple of games have completely redefined what you think about the surface. It's about how you play on those surface as well. So his first 6 over is going to be very, very crucial, and I think Quinny knows only one way to play, and that's just go out there and attack, and that's what he'll be thinking. And he'll be thinking if he can have 1 or 2 better overs of Bumrah, then he can then the South African team can put pressure back on Indian side. There'll definitely be a spin in first 6 overs as well. So first 6 overs will be a target, but you want to make less in last 10 than the first 10.
Okay, that should be the approach.
That's what they will be thinking.
Someone who took 2 superb catches, according to me, was Klaasen. First of Rohit and then of Suryakumar Yadav. That was an excellent catch as well. When you know the ball might be coming towards you, but might be on either side, because that's what Suryakumar tends to do. Must be feeling much better. Today, will his feet move, or it doesn't really matter if it does or no? He is waiting for the spinners.
I think he's waiting for this opportunity. He's waiting for this big platform right there at the finals. And he'll be itching to do well, to have his name that I'm one of the contributors. If South Africa went on to win this, that I have contributed to the cause of winning a World Cup. But he's going to be very crucial. You picked up a right man, honestly, because against the spin, I don't see anyone better than him at the moment, the way he plays.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us, Vijay sir.
Pleasure.
So 177 is the number that the Proteas are after. If they get it, the World Cup is theirs. If they don't, Rohit Sharma will be walking away with the World Cup, and what a tournament it would be for India if they do it. Well, just one final frontier, and that's called South Africa. Can the Indian bowlers defend for one final time in this World Cup? We'll find out and meet you at the post-match show. You've been watching The Narrative, a T20 World Cup special brought to you by Times of India.